Okay, we're back in. Yeah, Phoenix had the T-shirt on, the cowboy hat. The cowboy hat that's turned up and everything. Looked like it was a pink shirt. I can't remember what was on it right now. You know, and but it was the same hat that Depeche Mode had on. Saying I'll be your personal Jesus and everything. You know what I'm saying? And so after that, I went and grabbed mine and looked, same thing, and made my little video. Now, this is what I'm saying is, as far as with each of us, everyone that we've connected with, and we only know who we connected with. Some of them we cut the fuck out right away. Like Aya, I had cut her. She was she was just too young on it. And others I kept longer also. Even having some fun. CC, with Dochi and shit went away because she fit that shit. She hit that shit just like that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, when they got to see, the mojitos and talking about, switching. I had already set my standard as far as languages, and no children, and to go ahead and try and give a what do you call it? A projected outcome of, well, I better go get my wedding dress out and everything, I look, I wonder if it's still there, or whatever, some to that effect, and even I had spoke on yellow. She put a yellow picture up, and a dress and everything, and then, but on the backside, talking about the mojitos. What kind of drink do you like and shit? What kind of drink, Bloody Mary, mojito, this, that, and everything, and all purple back there, you know what I'm saying? So that was a different fucking purple, and we talking about the purple rain. We weren't tripping on what type of drink, we're gonna be having everything. Why? Because we're gonna be sipping on some shit it's gonna be powerful, and it's actually gonna come from the world of L. The world of L. It's gonna come from the word of L, okay? Or Isa. It's gonna come from the world of Isa, of Futhar. It's gonna come from your world, So don't trip. You brought some things. You got some things out of our world. We're gonna get, make some things out of the world you gave to us. So it's a even exchange, right? All right. To even help us replenish the vineyards in which you planted, to go ahead and dry up our fucking land. But that's okay. That's okay. So long you had a good time, with your red wine and rare meat, R&R, rest and relaxation. Red wine, red wine. So close to me. I don't remember the words, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I was saying though. Those are the moments in which each of us have had, whether it be a past life full relationship or just encounter, and a lot of the encounters be just like the little girl I have met over in Tanzania, to where, again, we're dragons. We don't even fucking have to speak. We don't even know how to speak this fucking language right here. We don't know how to communicate. When we see each other and in different languages, and we know each other, but we can't fucking speak, and it's just an infinity. You have an affinity, it's just like you just want to be in their presence, and we'll figure this shit out along the way. Before this, we got all the technology right now. They can put it in the earbud, and then whatever she's speaking, it's right there, right now. But we just want to be together, and a lot of the That's what it was too, especially with those of us in the military, you know, who will go to the different countries. We don't even, of course, we're in the base three chakras when we see someone that we, might want to encounter, just their presence, and maybe, a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? And so what happens is, that's how we know, we're speaking already in the dragon tongue, which is no fucking, it's just, we vibing already, and we already know, but for the most part though, we, in a general sense, we do stay in those lower three chakras. We stay in those red, orange, and yellow. And that's only to the red man, who's supposed to be the Indian. Okay, the orange man. Okay, that's the Irish, and that of the Oranga tribe. Of it really goes back to Africa also. Okay, Oranga tribe and everything, and that's where the women do all of the work. And so that's like go back to the chessboard again. The queen can go across and snatch up, and if she can get one of her kids across, guess what she got? She got another queen. Okay? So that's the reason why she out there moving, boy, and breaking. Okay, to the left. And so what it is not this. Well, in that essence right there, it's a couple of things. The king can only move one space at a time. And just think if you're playing 3 levels or 4 fucking levels. Just think you're playing 3 or 4 levels. You have to sit up there and be a motherfucking Buddha and just watch what's going on with the, the kids, with the children, Ren, who we just saw Reno. We have to watch all of that, what's going on with, because we got them out on the street first. That's pretty much the same thing in life right now. We put the Ren on the street first. You know what I'm saying? And that's front line, and that's not cool. But it is, so to speak, because we're showing them how to protect, first of all, the kingdom, or at least our sweet 16, our sweet 16, if you want to put it in a sport sense, but this shit ain't no sport. It's a blood sport. Same thing all these damn James are, these G's, these gangs. And the reason why I say it's put it back into a G, see, it's put back into the G form as opposed to the J form. The reason why it's put back into the G form is in the GA too. See, that's Georgia. Ramblin' Rep from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. So they engineered all these motherfucking Georgia Tech, engineered these motherfucking games, because everything was engineered over here first. And then when the Pangea occurred, when the splitting of it, that's when everybody went ahead. Like I said, flags, all these flags that everybody's claiming, that shit didn't come in. Look, I gotta even look up Ethiopia's right now. That shit didn't come in until motherfucking 18. It might have been 7. They might backdate it. They might have backdated, but that shit is not gonna take no back to no fucking 1400 or 1300. You won't see no flag like that. I'm sorry. If so, they'll backdate that shit. All these flags came way later and shit. Way later. Yeah. And then even establishment of fucking countries came way fucking later. Way later. And the flags were, say for instance, like Florida and Alabama had the same fucking flag, right? Except Florida has a little bit more inside of their flag, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of shit that people are not putting, thinking about, to pay attention to see is not as old as, as Eugene Brown Jr. was trying to tell me, this is only 200 years old. Get the fuck out of here. This shit was way the fuck before that shit over there. Get the fuck out of here, man. You stuck yourself up in the motherfucking, in a dome, talking about they can hear us. and had your little computer. You didn't even keep on up on regular computer shit, you know, because you figure your antenna was motherfucking damn, But once you went into a dome, that's what kept their ass fucked up. But me, my mom, she wasn't fucked up. She still had her. She's still shining. She's shining like a motherfucker. It was too cool. It was too cool. And then you see that shit, huh? Me and my mom shine like a motherfucker, huh? Shine bright like a diamond. At the beers even. But we just gotta clean that blood off that. So Phoenix, fucking that now. Hey, we all know what we doing. We all know what we gotta do. We've been through it. We've been through it before. Right now, it's just a growth period, and we're growing thicker right now. So that's why a lot of us hurting. That's why a lot of us hurting, because the height. We know we're gonna grow up now. We're gonna get ready to go up. Like Jack and the Beanstalk and shit. Throw the beans and then fucking on the ground and shit and say, bloop, and we just start climbing. Actually, the vines, we don't even have to climb. They're gonna wrap themselves around us and they say, wee, let's go, woo! We're gonna be, and so, and the leaves are gonna talk to us. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry, honey. Talk to the ears as he put it in the ear. The leaves will say, don't worry, honey. Don't worry, honey. We got you, okay? And they're gonna wrap us around, and we up past these clouds. See, they only on cloud 9. And that's one that they made up. That's one that they made up off of Claude. Claude Van Damme. Claude? Yeah. That's the CL. It's the chlorine, AU, gold. And the D, how you doing? The delta and everything. That's that delta and everything to go ahead for Claude, Van, is that a sun? Okay, that's the V. Okay, that's the Victor, what's the name? Winston Churchill. That's the reason why I had turned the fucking page when you threw up 2 V's the last time, shit, Phoenix. Like, listen, what the fuck? That's splitting that's like Poe splitting motherfuckers apart. 1300 on the clock. That's day shit. Look up Winston Churchill. Okay? That V is for victory. And then in 1984, the movie V came out for vengeance. Okay? A book is called V is for vengeance also. But V came out for visitor. Okay? 1984. And that's when everybody came down, was setting up shop. In 1984 is also when Prince started out came out with forget what it was. Forget what it was, but it's a 22. It's a 22 on the year. How do I know? Same year I graduated. 22. Yep. In I think it's 1966. Ends up being a 22 also, I believe. No. Anyways, that was the entrance for a lot of people. CERN will show you that. It's a movie, it's a video clip, YouTube that I had on my, I just have to see if I can locate it on this one right here, but they've been blocking me from a lot of things that I had. I even had to where, she was talking about sports today, because I'm not gonna lie, that one right there made me fucking sick, because that's what's killing everybody watching these stupid ass fucking football games and all that bullshit. James. And you look at the word gay, mess, just a gay mess. I mean, oh my goodness. Even to go ahead and be in a different, orbit, different orbit. Lady Gaga, okay, Gaga. She went ahead and took that to Pluto, because Pluto has its own orbit and everything, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, she went and took the Gaga Goo Goo and just said Gaga, Lady Gaga, So just a few perspectives to go ahead and ponder. You don't have to take any of them. I might be off my motherfucking rocker. You know what? That's cool. I don't want to be on no motherfucking rock no damn way. Doing a rock away. No, bro. No broski. No broski for me, homie. 16. Yeah. But yeah, no, you guys prompted me to get your booty, because Jaturna everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys was Hip to Circus Survive. He got a badass voice. He got a high ass voice and shit. What's his name? His name was Andrew, call him Drew Rincon. Okay? Rincon. This Mexican brother and shit, man. We did this one song. He helped me do this one song and shit. Gave me a badass little fucking guitar lick for it. And it's called what is it called? Triple Darkness. Called Triple Darkness. Badass motherfucking, that was my little, what's his name? What's the voice? The voice and everything of him is what I love, his voice. What's the group called again? It'll come back to me. But sheesh. Man, oh man. These little days that have happened to me, and that's what we do. I don't look at them as years. You just take them day by day, because you never know what's going to be inside. You just never know. Yeah. Like the guy, Gene or John, which is the same thing as Gene. Even John Manriquez, Oyin was the same thing as Gene. They just put the O on there, So I'm sure he went to the, to the depths of the O. That's for sure. With his lowrider eyes, hiding his mama, and taking his mama's money and shit from her own brothers and shit. Makes Olga Manriquez, she did a lot for the city in LA. She did a lot, fighting for everybody. I'm talking about fucking, what do you call it? The paralegal portions. I mean, straight legal work and shit. She did a fucking lot. I saw that shit when I was like 12, all the way up, till we had no more contact, till nobody had any contact, even their whole family. Because this motherfucker won't get out there and do a damn job or work. He wanted to just ride a motorcycle like his dad did. His dad ended up killing himself on a motorcycle and shit. Because again, he didn't want to fucking face nothing. So, shoot to the motherfucking head. That's right. Point that shit back at yourself. Straight. 1942. Motherfucking punk ass bitch. See this punk ass little bitch right here? Look at her. That's a punk bitch right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's what we're talking about, though. You know, that's the same type of Oyin that I was talking about. Okay. Now, tell you the truth, most of these dudes right there, just walking the streets like this, looking like, acting like bums, because the alms and everything of Islam. That's what it is. They act like they motherfucking bums. You know what I'm saying? They got them walking the streets, and they don't really even be wanting to walk the streets. They don't even want to be walking the streets. They don't even sit up here and they take their lunch break. I saw this girl the other day in Santa Monica. I walked past her twice, and she's sitting on a prominent corner, where offices are, and sweats and fucking. I mean, I felt bad because she has to sit there. And I noticed she went ahead and got a, what do you call it? A soda. So I said, "Oh, you got a lunch break in?" She goes, yeah. And the thing about it is, like, most of them don't even, that was lazy on him. Because even then, what he did is he shot his left hand, like he's shooting at me or some shit. That's why I spoke on the shit. You see what I'm saying? Wow. Was not even in that frame of mind. But I guess he heard the conversation, and being that I'm walking past him, if he didn't do something, because he was sent there to do that, then therefore he would actually fucking something probably happened to him or something. Somebody beat him up and everything because he didn't do his job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But a lot of them, though, they're just tired. They're tired of even sitting up here acting like this during the day and somewhere else and something else at night. They're tired. A lot of them tired. Or either like Alma, even she took the whole album, ALM. She just took, went back. She didn't take the S. She took the whole ALM though. And whatever she had did, her husband, I told you, point in time, I told you, was over in Bern. He was a scientist or somebody over there. Her children, one was in the military and somewhere else too, his son and a daughter. And the daughter said, "Mommy, don't do it. Talking about me, don't fuck with me, And then she had a girlfriend that said she wanted to learn from her because I guess Alma, I did a good thing. And this is how they do it. They do it with the massage. The massa. This is what they learn how they do the massage and everything. The massage parlors and all that shit. Like a barber shop parlor. Same thing, massage parlor and everything. So, that shit boils on over. You touch a little here over there. And especially when you know what you're touching. You touch them, you can touch the clitoris, you can touch all the G-spots from your fucking foot and get the motherfucker aroused. Then it's only cracking. You know that? So the massa of the GE is 5'7", if you're looking at it the right way, or the 75. And that 5'7" is who? Al-Muasi, the counter, who don't know how to motherfucking count. No Count of Monte Cristo here, motherfucker. Count of Monte Cristo, and what are they talking about? Our crown. That Cristo oil, that crown. You know what I'm saying? Even the semen, check this out. Even when the semen come up, the reason why it can't be third eye, and it's just like one, is because during the 2.5 days of the month and everything, when the semen If we do not go ahead and have sex, it's not one semen that comes up. It's semen. So therefore, if it's men, then they must have plurality of eyes. A plurality even kaleidoscope of eyes coming back up to the top, okay? From their spine, coming from the root chakra there. You know what I'm saying? From our heart. That's where the heart shape is. Coming back up our spine. 33 of them. 33 things in the spine. Back up to our pineal gland, which will have enough room for semen. And that's like the pine cone. So a pine cone is going to have enough room for semen to go ahead and gestate for a minute. Okay? And that right there, if we gestate for a minute, then it opens up bigger than a lotus. A pine cone. Many eyes. That's why it was called Pinocchio. Right? I'm not saying forget what he said, but take into consideration everything what everybody says. Just remember people telling truth with non-truth at the same time. So it is going to be for you and for me to go ahead and discern that when we do hear it. Okay? That's what it's going to be. For you or for me to discern that, and nobody else. Because we can lead a horse to the water and stick their motherfucking head in there. They don't want to taste that water. And it might be sweet, fresh water too. I understand, some people might take it as just some mucky ass shit, mukbang type of shit. You know what I'm saying? or even out in the boonies, out in the boonies with Daniel Boone, to go ahead and give us some of those bee blessings. Like Nikki, new girl that was a slanted eyes sex freak that fucking masturbated. Never mind. Let me stop. Yeah. So this one right here, you guys, it opened me up even listening to what's going on. Because look, say we're just the oracle. We're just the oracle, whether we have cards in front of us or not. And you have to allow like everybody to come in and make their sounds or whatever they signs, you know what I'm saying? Like the little motherfucker did right there. And it's up to us on how and or if we want to react. It's up to us on that. And me myself, I ain't having the shit no more. I give a flying fuck. And it has nothing to do with any protection or nothing like that. That has been my fucking point of no return ever since me and my mom left. Okay? That was the only fucking anchor that I didn't get to talk to a whole lot when she was here. And I see why. Even in the last days, she embodied me, and especially in the way in which she took care of, or when she handled, the different things that was going on with her. She ate a lot, and that's what, again, like you see a lot of Americans just fat, just fucking fat, and it's a lot of things that what it is a lot of things is inside the mental, and it's not to say fat in a sense in a bad way. It's just what it is. It is what it is. This is how people have been choosing to take care of different things that they don't ever want to open up the closet and clean out the closet. Just like even for me, I had to go ahead when I was listening to the guy on the bus and everything, the veteran that I was telling you you know, he didn't even go to Desert Storm, but he had all the patches and everything. He was attached to El Toro, okay? And El Toro, he was going to school and everything down. Forgot where he said he was going to school at. You know, they went to the Air Force Base for a school, but he said out of the Marine Corps, the first ones that flew out was the F4, okay? And then, so listen to it, F4, that's 64, right? 64. And then the F-16s, I believe it was and everything. I got to go back and just look at the planes. If I can look at the planes out of the Marine Corps, I'll be able to figure it out. But I want to say F-16 and everything, you know what I'm saying? So that F-16 is actually 616, okay? So, and it was F-16. So they doubled up. They went from 4x4 to the F-16. And F-16 is that number directly connected to who? The Red Dragon. The Red Dragon of Wales. Oh, Chucky. You know? Prince Charles. You know? And the only reason why I'm saying Prince, because just like Michael Jackson, he wasn't no king. You know, they're just popping their coochie or popping their ass. You know what I'm saying? To make, you know, he was popping his ass with a lizard. Evidently, you know, over there, you know, as he went ahead and mounted up, and that's what I think he made the statue of himself too, inside of a military uniform and shit, right? Didn't he? You know, people didn't make that motherfucking statue. He made the motherfucking statue his motherfucking self. You know, he put a crown on his motherfucking head. People didn't put that fucking crown on his motherfucking head. No, not like Aretha, or that, you know, that, or even Rosetta. Hey, she was the one who did rock and roll with actually the electric guitar. She's the one who did the shit. Everybody followed that to her. Rosetta, I can't think of her name right now, but it's Rosetta. All right? And these are the names of the leopards, the spots and everything that are on leopard. They're called Rosettas. You know? All right? So lions don't have them. Don't let no motherfucker tell you that they do. That they'll be lying. And you'll see all kinds of little things on YouTube saying they spotted a black lion. And the one I showed you, I couldn't believe I found it, because I have been looking for that for a long time. But I found it today to show you guys. You know? I found it today. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you guys, we got this, all right? Just pull it together now. All together. And let's get ready for the sprout. Right now, we're getting thicker. You know, we're getting more rooted. Even though you don't think you are. And we're taking maybe different things to hey, what do you call it? You know, like if we're feeling pain, then we, you know, like I said, whether it be ice cream from, you know, me, I'm not gonna lie, it's been ice cream and all kinds of shit lately. You know, mostly healthy, but still, it's been, you know, way past my normal intake. I said intake. Same thing. Way past my normal intake. And but like I said, this happens though too. You know, say for instance, if you went back and you drank again, or you drinking, or you know, whatever drugs, or if it was sex, See, a lot of these things are generational. You know, happen with our our ancestors and everything. So it wouldn't be just you. That's the thing that you gotta. That's the thing you have to differentiate too. You have to take our own shit. We know what we do. Okay, we know what we done, and then we have to differentiate. Well, why? Who is this? Why, what am I? Why am I doing this right here? And the fight. That fight right there is. This is how it happened to me. Honestly, I have broke down. I broke down crying because I wanted to actually change. I wanted to fucking actually change. And but it was during the pressure of them bullshitting, gaslighting me and shit too. It was during that whole fucking pressure of them gaslighting my ass. Okay? But Rena's motherfucking ass, she out here fucking. And they separated me from the little females, like I said, that was getting at me, or either I might, got a phone number or something like that, and we just chilling, talking. Like I think Stephanie Jimenez was one of them. It was just chilling because that was only a impromptu too, because Sarita had said, "Hey, what about DeVere? Do you think DeVere and everything? You know what I'm saying? And then even Becky, it was over there talking with with the women and everything, and they were saying something about DeVere, and I wasn't even over there, And she said DeVere can have it anytime he wanted, you know what I'm saying, in a general sense. And so all this different little stuff like this, you know what I'm saying, is what through my mind. And so I act on them, and then I told you about Mayhan, too, one of them. And those are just the latest ones, as far as last 4 years or what have you, 5 years. And so I wanted to stop even that whole fucking, stop it all, And that's when I got, because, I guess what she was doing is, and it was it was the whole game. They monitored, had already duped my phone, everything. They knew every fucking move I was. And how she told me that is that me and Helen used to go up inside the fucking the mall building and shit. It was not too close, not too far away, Spectrum Mall, and sit there and everything. And she would follow. She said she followed me up in there, but she couldn't see nothing. And then at different points in times too, I was at work, and I go in earlier, and she jump in, and then I spin around and say, let me go do something else. And then she'd be coming down the motherfucking street. And so I was putting shit together, but I didn't have no solid proof on it. But it was still part of the thing. And so regardless, within myself, I wanted to go ahead and change. And so she had stacked all of that on top of there. And then, I guess pumping her motherfucking self up to where, hey, she's, all this, and if I lose her, then I'll be nothing. Get the fuck up out of here. And so, regardless, I was still in disgust with myself. And with one of them and everything, one of those last ones, I broke down. I was like, man, I'm a loser. I'm going to lose her and shit, And I broke down crying. And I called to my mom and my dad, or my mom and Eugene. And he answers the phone. And I told him the whole thing, crying. I was crying at this time. I said, Pops, look, I don't know what it is and everything, about me, that I cannot. What is it in our family that we do not stay fucking faithful? What fucking is it? What is it? And I started crying. I said, can you call her and tell her, something to where she doesn't leave? And you know what he says? He says, well, did you stop? Did you stop? I said, yeah, I stopped. He says, did you stop and everything? He says, nope, I'm not calling her, telling her shit. Not to say yes or no, so he left it in limbo, but Basically, he wouldn't. But that's the whole fucking plan, period. Because that's what it was all about. That's what it was all about. Okay. So I gave you all that to say these is our ancestors who have done the same things that we're going to do, whether it be the drinking, okay, because they had to go through the same shit that we went through, whether it was sexual molestation, whether it was all the shit that we went through, that each of us are going through, drinking, whether it be drugs, whether it be stealing, whether it be, just living living mediocrity, living like a medium, even in tarot, mediocrity. Just because we have a present, meaning we were pre-sent, I will not call it a gift, because gift is poison. Even though the IF is really a 6-9, and it depends on whether you're looking at it as a 6 or you're actually looking at it as a 9. And the G, the 7, and the T for 20 is 720. So therefore, you have to be wise as an owl to look all the way around, both ways around. It's full 720, not a 360, a full 720 both ways around. You'll be able to turn to see if you want to accept this, because we're not supposed to, they said he's not supposed to look a gifted horse in the mouth. Bull fucking shit. Bullshit. Why is that? Because a horse will charge in blindly when it's going to war. So you look that motherfucker dead, and not just in the mouth, you look that motherfucker dead in the face and every motherfucking thing. Look behind his blinders and everything, because that motherfucker is on a horse. We don't stop. I'm a horse. We don't stop. We don't stop. And that's what he don't understand, He a cocky ass rooster, cock. That's the reason why he couldn't stop, because he's a fucking cock. They weren't talking about, they used to say, about to go get him. Oh, you know what? I didn't even understand that. Right now. See, the cock is a rooster. They was saying that shit backwards like a motherfucker, but they was telling the truth. He was saying, I'm going to give me some cock. We're going to get some, I got cock blocked. Okay, cock blocked. That wasn't cock blocked from some pussy. That was cock blocked from dick. Okay, the rooster is the cock. The hen is the motherfucking rooster, is the female. So they be telling you real shit, motherfucker. Got cock blocked. You see what I'm saying? If I wasn't sitting here talking to y'all, man, a lot of this shit would be fucking coming out. You gotta have that motherfucking therapy, I think. I don't mean to say that word therapy. A therapist, no. Because that is the rapist. Okay? And anything to do with that shit, tell you the truth. But if I didn't have you in my circle right here, as you looking at the stuff that's in, behind me, no matter where it's at, you sitting behind me, and I can see behind you. Trust me. And that's the reason why we hollering at each other we're getting at each other right now, and taking our time about it too. Taking our time about it. But you're gonna have to be in no rush. This ain't no jackrabbit. I ain't gonna name my son no jack off. Fuck a Jack. Apple Jacks. Jack and Jill. Jack in the motherfucking box. Clown ass motherfuckers. I guess that include all the motherfucking Jack sons. And I go say I'm listening to. I did a couple of them, bringing some truth and shit. They waited for a minute, but bringing some truth and everything. The motherfucking wacko jacko Michael. Anyway. And we see what Janet is, Interplanet Janet. She is Jan, which is from the Janas, the same thing. Janas, meaning like the heavens that was promised to them from the ET, from the extraterrestrials and shit. Okay, that's all that shit is. Yeah. Yeah. Today is a good one. And again, prompted by a cowboy hat. the black cowboy hat of what is this? I'll be your Jesus, your personal Jesus again. What is this fucking name again? Can't remember right now. But yeah, buy a hat, buy a hat. At least it wasn't a top hat. You know what I'm saying? But Monopoly de Verdad, hey, Monopoly de Verdad. Everybody know who your daddy is, huh? Who your daddy? Debir, dad. Who's your dad? Debir. Or Bered. Bered. Dad Bered. Rosa. Rosa. Bered is Rose. So that's his mama or your daddy. But it basically is that of the word. Is the word. It is not as nothing to do with this avatar that we're talking about right here, but it's really about the soul, our soul. And again, I was trying to find another picture I had of her in a big. She was bigger too at this time as far as weight, and she had on a yellow shirt, you know, a big yellow shirt. Well, she was big, so you see, but I couldn't find it. Only one I have right there is that one on the front cover of the books they did give to me, and she was happy too. At first, I couldn't understand why she was happy and why she, you know, because of all the stuff that I saw first. You know, it was all derogatory in him. You know, until I met you all. Until I met you, yeah. You guys helped me come up on that right there because I was always seeing shit in black and white. I ain't tripping no fucking, no impartiality over here, you know, or colors on that shit. I'm not tripping on none of that shit. Everything's been black and white. Either it is or it's not, you know. Period. As you saw in the 97 and everything in the club right there, you know, that was my cousin Sonia in front of me in the white, you know. I think I had a picture of Damien when he was, they look good, and they look strong and all that shit, muscles, like you said, my Uncle Firm, you know, he said that. He said, hey, they got bigger muscles and shit. But, I mean, honestly, look at both of them right now, though. I kid you not, Eugene got gout on his fucking feet. Damien broke, I mean, all you gotta do is hit him in his fucking knee, and he's fucking through. I already told him, he already knew that, you know. That's the reason why the last time he did come visit me, I told him that I wanted to holler at him about the sea moss and shit. I got it. And he wanted to brag. He brought somebody with him, first of all. That motherfucker was sitting behind him for one. Okay? That's why I'm in the background. He wanted to brag on, he got $1 million fucking, what do you call it, life insurance policy. He bragged on that shit in front of me. Yeah, he bragged on that shit. And notice, he didn't know he just gave me juice. And so I left him at there, you know. I got up and finished my coffee. But I didn't finish, I just left that motherfucker there, you know. I don't know if I paid for it. Maybe I paid for it, just paid for my shit. And I told him that was the last time I see his ass. And it was. And it was. You know? So, this battery's getting ready to die, y'all. I mean, I ain't gonna say, yo, this battery's getting ready to die. So, I don't want to just cut off. Coming up here on this roundabout, the top of this minute right here, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and let it go back to, you know, to the sender and everything, whether it be 12 o'clock midnight or 12 o'clock in the day, you know. Rise and shine, because we are that of the sisters and brother, you know, Elohim, that of the one and only, the Almighty, all right, Son.